Hi, and welcome to part 13 of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald in a randomized Nuzlocke run. Right now we have a team of 4 and some others in the backline. We have our Skill Link Ekans, Insomniac Ric Flair, our Truclops, and our Choice Specs Magic Guard Charizard. Damn, I'd already forgotten how crazy that thing is. So, last time we beat Whitney, I'm pretty sure, and made short work of Goldenrod City. This time we're gonna head north, as you do. Get ourselves whatever Pseudo-Wudo is in this randomizer, and yeah, I don't want to use either of these. Sorry, Forretress, you're a cool Pokemon, but not for an actual campaign. You are low-tier setup fodder and little else. Let's take this opportunity to properly name our Triclops. I know I said I'd leave its name as Truclops, but that's too much effort to say. Twitch chat is already certain I'm going to lose to Morty, so get fucked. We have the perfect counter to Morty, actually. Ric Flair is Insomniac, so the thing that Morty did that gave us trouble last time was Hypnosis, because Hypnosis just wasn't missing, and then he was just killing our good shit. We're not going to deal with that this time. This time, we are just going to use our Ric Flair, because, yeah, Bone Meringue should hit, considering they'll have a random ability that's not likely to be Levitate. So I am confident in my ability to handle Morty in this run. We've started off just sort of walking and listening to the game at the pace it's meant to be. We'll do that for a little bit longer, and then when I get bored of playing at normal pace, I will just progress a bit faster. I couldn't remember which of these trainers I've beaten before. The fact I haven't beaten this guy means I haven't caught something in this area, so that's cool. It is true that Morty's ghost types still have strong stab Shadow Ball coming off a special attack stat, so I will have to level Ric Flair a fair bit to ensure that he can tank several of them, but I'm still, like, moderately confident. Maybe that's a mistake, we'll see. Alright, yeah, ground resists poison for reasons. And that's a ground type Sandshrew, and I've just left my Ekans in. Let's see if it dies. That wasn't my, like, best start, was it, everyone? That's okay, we've got a Charizard that's immune to Earthquake. Neat! And let's just Flamethrower. Twice. It's nice that on an emulator I can play it fast forward and sort of breeze through all of the content, but at the same time, like, Pokemon games are Pokemon games. They're fun at the speed they're meant to be played, too. Marill. What? Yeah, this is just kill it with a Triclops. Pretty sure that's how I would want to spell Triclops. Yeah, that works for me, I think. Let's just finish this matchup nice and fast. And yep, that'll do it. 10 levels, stab super effective, hardly a surprise. I am not going to job just so you can look impressive to your girlfriend. Ric Flair doesn't job for any old opponent. If you don't get what that is, like, wrestling terminology, like, doing the job, losing to make your opponent look good. So, like, anyone can do a job. Like, the best guy in the company, if he loses to someone else, he's done the job, but you're only a jobber if you always lose to make other people look good. You know, you're like the lowest ranked wrestler in the company. Then you're a jobber, and I don't like this. I don't like this Pikachu using Double Team, and I'm using a move that might not even KO it. Now it's using Growl. Hey now, Bray Wyatt just won a spectacular quotation marks match at WrestleMania, so he is not the biggest jobber in the WWE. Like, is El Primo still in the company? I haven't seen him in ages. Titus. Titus is probably the biggest jobber. And, like, being a jobber is not a bad thing. Every company needs... Every, like, event needs someone who'll consistently come in last, right? Oh, yeah, Curtis Axel's probably biggest jobber. He might be a bit lower on the card than Titus O'Neil. But you can still be, like, a massive jobber who's always losing. And be, like, entertaining and good at your job and secure in your position. You're just not, like, presented as, like, this incredible athlete who wins the fight all the time. And that's fine. You can still be good at what you do. Probably going to switch, because I think that move can drop my accuracy. Ah, poor Rusev. I don't get why they did a storyline where he and his legit wife split up so his legit wife could cuck him for a guy who really doesn't need Lana as a manager. I mean, am I wrong on that? Oh well. Wrestling. Wrestling's fun. WrestleMania was recently. It was very interesting. So, you know, it's on my mind. No, he really doesn't either. Rusev came out to WrestleMania 32 in a tank. So he does not present as a guy who'd, like, just get rolled over and let his wife, like, abandon him for someone else. It's a shame. Yeah, WrestleMania in an empty arena was weird. It meant they could do some strange things. The match between John Cena and his opponent, The Fiend, was less a match and more a psychological deep dive of John Cena the man. That was kind of super duper great to watch and really entertaining. It's a shame that both of the main title matches were like... They were both under 5 minutes and both of them only had... One had 2 moves and the other had 3 moves. So they weren't the most dynamic of events. But they were still entertaining for what they were. And the guys I was hoping to see do things got to do the things they did. I wanted them to do. Alright, oh yeah, I haven't assigned the bicycle. I didn't get the bicycle! What? Yeah, this is now a WrestleMania, a wrestling Let's Play with Pokemon backdrops. This is a podcast now, guys. And if I'm doing a wrestling podcast, you know what that means. I need to shill with poorly done cut-ins. Sorry, Jericho, you're great, but Talk is Jericho has the worst possible ad cut-ins. For MeUndies, enter coupon code NOTREAL for 15% off your 3rd, 7th, 11th, and 13th orders at MeUndies. That's right, coupon code NOTREAL. Bicycle, please. Yes, I will ride a bicycle. Give me bicycle. Bicycle. Am I a face host or a heel host? I would probably be like... I would try to be a face host, and then everyone would hate me, so I'd then, like, pivot and pretend I was actually a heel host, but I'd suck at doing that, and everyone would just tune out, because they didn't enjoy watching a shitty face heel host. Face heel is also wrestling terminology. Why not? Why not go on this tangent? A face is a baby face. Like, wrestling was a very carny thing. It came from carnivals and all that stuff, so... A face is like a baby face, someone who's clean-shaven and handsome-looking, and athletic-looking and strong and all that. Everyone gets behind him. You support the face. They're the guy you want to see win. And your heel is this big, dirty bastard who boots you in the behind. Generally, like, real fat, ugly men are your heels. And they're your bad guys. And so, like, the presentation has gotten more complicated and nuanced over the years, obviously. But the language has stuck around, as languages want to do. Hey, you. Fight me! Alright, this guy with his ascending level of Voltorbs is where I get bored of playing at regular speed. So that means I just sort of leave it on this, go to the volume mixer, mute that, and start playing Sing Sing Sing. There we go. Now we can keep going at fast forward with Bone Meringue. So I've played tuba. I played tuba for like about 14 years. So I have a real affinity for brass music. I like brass bands. And Sing 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 is, of course, one of a truly great track for that style of music. No, Lava Plume didn't do too much, so I can cop another thing from him. Ah, you burned me? Alright, I don't want to stay in on that again, so... Triclops, Tempest! There we go. I almost went to Triclops, then I went, type advantage! Alright. Oh, whoa! Ric Flair's already evolving. Well, he won't be wooing anymore, but he'll be, quack! No, he'll still woo. That's fine. Alright, cool. This is good. This is good stuff. Ric Flair is now a Quagsire. Mostly I breathe fire, but do you want to exchange phone numbers? That is a great way to proposition a lady. Oh my god, Ric Flair. That's a really nice little... Oh, well, it's not that nice, I guess. But hey, I'm happy to have it. Pickup is cool. Hell yeah. We're gonna keep leveling Ric Flair since we intend to use him for the next gym. And that means going back and healing a fair bit. Good thing that we've fixed the sound. Woo! He's been dead for 2 hours. What? But he just said woo! No, that was the rolls of fat escaping from him. Woo! The air escaping from his rolls of fat. Ah, everyone loved that show. Alright, this guy won't fight me because it's daytime. Alright, I'm about to catch a new teammate. Do I have, like, Thunderwave? I do. So, let's put you up front. Okay, please be a good Pokemon. It's Swinub! Cool. Pillow-Swine's cool, and if I can get this thing to Mamoswine, even cooler. I can't stay in on it, though. T-Wave it's immune to, and it's ground type, which is scary for my Steel Electric. So let's just switch to... I am real glad I did the switch. Speed Boost Swinub! We need to put this thing in a ball. Hey, there's a question. That fast ball I have, does the fast ball work off of their stat? Or their, like, what it actually is right now? Because if it's what it actually is, then after a few of these speed boosts, we're going to look pretty gravy. I'm just going to keep throwing balls. I don't expect this thing to be able to really touch this Charizard. I don't expect this Charizard to be able to hit it without KOing it, though, so... That's why we bought so many of these balls. Alright, well, we're definitely putting that on the team. Anyone in chat on Twitch, feel free to give it a nickname. We already know its ability, but its nature is quirky, so nothing changing, really. But, moveset, Earthquake, Ice Ball, Sand Attack, and Fissure. Whoa! Okay, we got given a nickname. It's... We're going to go with that. That's fine. That's more creative than anything I would have dreamt up today. Oh, hey, I just saw one of those people. I'll explain what I mean by those people in a second. I promise it's not as bad as it sounds. Alright, I can use my mouse for this, as people have been telling me. How do I spell this? Maybe it's Mamoswine. Maybe it's Maybelline. There we go, that's the nickname. There we go, boom. Maybelline the Mamoswine. We're not at Mamoswine yet, but hopefully we'll get there. Although, with the randomized move sets and randomized move tutoring, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to teach this thing Ancient Power unless I get Ancient Power as a TM. So we'll have to keep our eyes out for that, folks. We're not going to start leveling it yet, but I've named it Maybelline. Yeah, okay, I'll go fix that. That song's over. We're going to listen to some Rat-a-tat. Everyone likes Rat-a-tat. Alright, let's go make sure I actually get the spelling correct, because I didn't do it right. and maybe neither did the Twitch chat person, but at least they used the right letters. I didn't. So the hack accounts for the fact, the ROM hack accounts for the fact that it needs that move to level up, and we'll teach it if it gets to level 50. I mean, I am still planning on doing Kanto, so level 50 is a distinct possibility. If I don't get to that before the Elite Four, which I probably will, you know, I'm going to be grinding on fast forward, which makes it easy to slap on the levels and make sure that I get to a very safe spot. Now, I mentioned I saw one of those guys. Oh, I should hack it in if it gets there. Oh man, I could have caught a Torterra. You know what? Swinub's still cool too. But can't stay in on that, so we'll switch to the Swinub. And then just use Ice Ball, because quad weakness. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, that was a short-lived Swinub. Fuck. The first opponent it encountered, and I underestimated the physical defense of a Torterra. Okay. Well, moving on. Didn't have enough time to get too attached. And I could have had a Spinnerack as well. I could have had something I didn't kill, basically. Oh. That was all my own fault. I can't even blame the Swinub. I switched in a Pokemon that was untrained against a fully evolved form of something with only 2 levels difference between them, and was like, you'll do fine. Oh, hey, cool, Unknown. I could actually fill in part of the Unknown decks. Not gonna, because, you know, Nuzlocke, but I could. Oh man, there's so many Pokemon in this one specific area. Okay, item, be good. Choice Band, real good. Ooh, ooh, I'm happy to have that. I don't want to put it on Epip yet, but Epip will probably get the Choice Band later. Now, going further down, in fast forward. There's a lot of ground types here as well. I kind of want to... If I wasn't so lazy, I'd probably move Triclops, so Triclops wasn't at the front of the party. So if they decided to be knobs. Alright, so this is the guy I met. Oh, no, he's just a trainer. Oh. I thought he was one of those day of the week people who move around and you can speak to one each day of the week. But no, he's just a bird tamer in an annoying spot. Okay. Oh, Aeroblast as a TM? I mean, I'll teach something Aeroblast. Not right now, but I could totally see this Tempest learning Aeroblast over Air Slash, because they've got the same accuracy, but the other one's way more powerful. The flip side, of course, is that Aeroblast has such low PP that it's not that great for actually using through a campaign. Particularly when I've already got Sacred Fire on it. Alright, I've got Corpse in my party. I should probably go release. Oh man, that was so wasteful. Bike Shop's happy with me. Already, he's giving me the free bike. Cool. Off I go. I mean, the fact that people, like, started buying bicycles, like, this bicycle is blinged up. It's covered in, like, logo and brand name and such. No, I don't want pink. I want more Rattata. What is this next song recommendation? He's listening to Rattata. He needs to listen to Pink. Here we go. Ooh, I'm getting a lot of people to play their own Randomizer Nuzlocke. I'm very happy to hear it. I hope you're having fun with it. They are fun, even if my own stupidity keeps killing interesting Pokemon. What am I up to now? Number 9, number 10, number 3 on YouTube. So that's the official number. No one's taken damage, right? I shouldn't heal while I'm here. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Rattata is very good, like, listening music, unlike all the other kinds of music. So over here is the Pokathlon. I'm not doing the Pokathlon this time through because I'm playing with a mouse, and Pokathlon makes the mouse kind of hard to use. Really like the music in this national park, but hey, that's fine. I'm not going to bother putting it on again when I did it last time. Yeah, Quick Claw. That's kind of garbage, but hey, you know. And hey, the National Park's a new area, so let's get over the death of Maybelline by getting a new Pokemon. We're going into the interesting grass, not this grass, but this grass! Can't do it on your bicycle. Hey! Check it! This is very good to have handy. I missed with Leech Seed. Alright, nickname for a female Gengar, go! Yeah, this'll tell me what ability Morty's has, because they have the same ability across the species. Alright, nickname for a female Gengar. No, none of us have thought quickly enough. Oh nope, someone just got one. I like it. It works. Thank you, Free Tempest. We are going with the nickname Agatha. I was trying to think of like famous female ghosts, so I was like Bloody Mary, but no, Agatha works totally well, and I'm not sure I had enough characters for Bloody Mary. So it is bold, which means up defense, down attack. That's A-OK, and it has run away. Enable sure getaway from wild Pokemon. Not a great ability, but like I can see that being potentially useful like once. So whatever. And its nature is decent, like plus defense is fine for something this frail. And it's got Shadow Ball, so I'm real happy to have this Gengar handy. We will definitely level that, and I promise not to get it killed like I got my other one killed. My Swinub. Alright, let's go down here. Is there... oh no, Rock Climb area. Don't have Rock Climb yet. Thanks, Remake. I found a honey! Yeah, I'm going to do my best not to kill this Gengar. I would feel right silly if my two new Pokemon in this part immediately cocked it because I was an idiot. I'll try to keep Agatha alive, at least for a while. Another item, this one is Toxic Spikes, the TM. Well, I'm not going to be using Toxic Spikes, but still nice to have a new TM. Yeah, more Rattata, that's fine. Yeah, it could be useful on Gengar, but like, why bother using setup moves when I can just, like, win? I mean, that's not the case for, like, proper games, for, like, playing against humans, obviously, but against the NPC, like, so few of them have, like, a bunch of moves, Pokemon and stuff, that just, like, win. The world is deep. You do not know more than I do, you little shit. I know that this resists, and I know it'll work anyway. Let's get Ric Flair back up front, start giving him some levels. There we go. I am not giving you my phone number, kid. Oh hey, cool, a Vaporeon. That's neat. I think Ric Flair needs a better moveset. Let's have a look at what TMs I've currently got handy that I could give him. You know what? Payday makes perfect sense for Ric Flair. It's not a great attack, but it's better than, like, Disable. So I'll give it to him, and like when I'm grinding against utter trash that I know is not going to threaten, he can use that. And when I get either Strength or Surf or something, I might give him that. So when I'm against opponents I'm confident that Ric Flair won't die to, he can use Payday. And in the meantime, he can just use Pick Up and Payday. Because Ric Flair, he made his money. He earned things. Oh man, any WWE show to this day, the crowd is just going, woo! Woo! It's just like the way we speak to each other. I picked up some extra money. I am going to say, took a little bit more damage there than I'd liked when I wasn't paying attention. But that's okay. Ah, look at that. I could have had one of those. Whoops. I want to run, so you better not be a dick. Hang on, are you paralyzed? Oh no, this is paralyzed. Let's put Epip at the front. Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, a battle? I mean, you don't resist it, so... Is cross poison perfect accuracy? I seem to think it's not. Oh, that's a ground type. Let's go ahead and switch to this, so if you use earthquake, I'm fine. There we go. Okay, cool. I played it a bit smart. Stop trying to give me your phone number. Let's check cross poison. Yeah, oh no, it is. But poison jab is better. Like, I'd rather the more consistent damage over a higher crit ratio. There we go. Get some levels off of these people here. Free Tempest called it. He correctly remembered what the move does, where I did not. So well done. Alright, Raichu defeated. Ekans, I think, level 19. That's nice. I don't think there's anyone more to battle in here. There are more battles in this. I think there's like 3 more Trainal battles between me and the next Poké Center. So let's see if I can get through it without feeling uncomfortable. Oh, type advantage. I'm going to switch to Triclops just in case that Psychic type is annoying. It wasn't. But he did use Flash, so I'll switch to Tempest now. And then just Flamethrower, the Kadabra. And then switch to Triclops again. Yay! Everyone gets something. Done. Now this is not a new area. Oh no, Route 36. Route 36. So right now I'm in a new spot, but I also must confess to like a superstition here, because I think if I go up there, is that like a new route as well? If it is a new route, oh hang on, whoa, if I do this, Sudowoodo is going to be the Pokemon, so I can't get to that spot anyway. Alright, in that case, put Triclops at the front of the party and catch whatever's in this patch of grass. It's a Skiploom! Ooh, wow, that's interesting. Skiploom was one of the starters earlier in these attempts. So, well, not Skiploom, Jumpluff. Not Jumpluff, Hoppip, there we go. So, we caught a Skiploom, we are going to give it a nickname. And because we had one before, we will call it Respawn. There we go. Let's have a look at what it has to say for itself. So, Respawn is gentle, which is plus special defense, minus defense, and has Snow Cloak. Not very good. It also has Stone Edge and Leaf Blade, Synthesis, and Charm. So 2 very good moves here. Stone Edge is good, but not in campaign. And we'll see how that looks a little later. We'll keep it in the party for now. So Agatha and Respawn are going to have to start getting level grinded relatively soon. Let's see what is up with this wacky tree. Oh, this tree is a Cacnea, which is actually thematically appropriate. Nice. Let's paralyze it, and then switch to Charizard, and, like, char it. Ah, that's a way better nickname for Respawn than what I gave. I'm going to have to go and change this nickname to what Free Tempest just said, because it's way funnier. I don't have Cut on anything in this party. I don't know if I need Cut again, and if I don't, I'm not going to, like, staple it to one of my Pokemon when it's just no good, so we're going to go the long way around so that we don't need to use Cut. Yes, change my Pokemon's nickname. Let's critique the nickname of Respawn. Let's give it a nicer name of Spore. Haha! Clever! Done. That is a better nickname. Thank you, Name Raider, and Free Tempest Oz. Alright, back in we go. Heal up the band. And off we go again. Just immediately. Whee! I know that I've got a decent amount of money right now because I've been battling more trainers this run. But I'm not going to bother going and buying the TMs. And, like, finding out what they are. So we'll just do without for now. We might do another part much later on where I go around and gather some things to set myself up for a success. Item! It's a heart scale. Okay. Oh, new route. Okay, cool. Alright, so we have a Maril and a Mareep to kill. Relatively straightforward stuff. There's the Maril done. There's the Mareep. Not quite done. Oh my god, Mareep just used Giga Impact. Well, that's fine. It means it's not going to do anything now. So that's finished off. Let's put Ric Flair at the front so he can get some levels. Ric Flair has picked up an antidote. Thank you, Ric Flair. I should remember to check that he's holding something every now and then. Alright. 2 trainers here. Another double battle. Oh, it's another double battle. I should have been smart and moved Epip because half health. I'm going to switch in Triclops because Triclops will resist what they do. Wigglytuff down. Let's just kill both of these ones. There we go. Fable down as well. We're not learning poison gas. There we go. Done. Easy peasy. Let's put Triclops at the front of the party again so that we can Thunderwave whatever appears in this grass. What is it? What is it? What is it? Yeah, it's a... it's higher level Ghastly than our Gengar, so, you know, we'll just Thunderwave, Leech Seed, and catch it. We're not going to use it when we've already got a Gengar on hand, despite Haunter being cooler. We have a nickname for this, of course. Done. C. That is not spelled right. Maybe it was spelled right. I don't know how redundancy is meant to look. But hey, we caught a Gengar. A Ghastly. So that's fine. Doesn't hurt to have on the back pocket. Alright, Psychic defeated. Mana depleted. Beautifly. Beautifly's death repeated. Yeah, if you watched my old Emerald Nuzlocke, you remember how much I laughed when my Beautifly died. Haha. And Mime Jr. taken out. Alright. New place. Hey, Bill. Excuse me, Bill. Thank you, Bill. Bye, Bill. Yep, turns out I spelled it right the first time and then got it wrong. So, oh well. I do have a fishing rod, don't I? Because that means I can actually catch something right here. I'm in a separate location here. What do we got? What was in this little pond of water? It was actually a water type. It's a Goldeen. Cool. T-Wave, and then Leech Seed, and then Ball it. Whoa, that thing didn't even shake once. Okay, Ball it again. That thing's still not shaking. This Goldeen is stubborn as hell. There we go. Got the Goldeen. Alright, I didn't even give it a nickname because it's just gone straight to the PC and it's probably going to stay there. Seeking is kind of neat, but, you know, it's just a fish at the end of the day. Alright, let's see what we got. So, Ghastly's ability is Cute Charm, and Goldeen's ability is Sand Veil. Nothing to write home about on either of those. So, let's go in here and heal up. And then let's go up here and catch another Pokemon. We're gonna catch something before we do the conversations in here. Armaldo! That's cool. Yeah, we'll take an Armaldo. T-Wave. Leech Seed. And start throwing shit at it. In! Quick, think of a name for an Armaldo. Alright, actually, I've got a name for it. Armaldo's name is in all caps, not eyes. And just in case you're not abreast of this, we're going to go have a look at Armaldo so I can explain that. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys see my mouse cursor on stream, which I'm sure is extra fun for you, that I keep leaving it over the game and then not caring myself, even though I'm sure it's annoying for you. But this is useful for me, because now I can demonstrate something to you. Look at Armaldo, see those red things? Those are not its eyes. These things here are its eyes. It's strange. I don't like knowing that. I wish I didn't, but I have to share that knowledge with you. Armaldo has Hydration and a kind of decent moveset. X-Scissor, Bug Buzz, Hedge Smash, and Rock Wrecker. So, you know, we might bring out Not Eyes if a current party member falls over. But I'm hopeful that I can keep everyone alive for now. I mean, Armaldo's decent. It's not... I like a lot of the designs of the fossil Pokemon, and Armaldo's just kind of there compared to many of them. Like, Crawdilly is way cooler from the same generation, and like both of the Gen 1 fossils are really cool, so... all three of them, I guess. Bro, are you just gonna stand in my way there? Oh hey, a Medicham. I had a shiny Medicham once upon a time. Not in a Nuzlocke or anything, just a thing that I had. Alright, Alright, so I do want everyone here to get leveled up, except maybe Triclops and Tempest. Those two are already pretty solid. So let's put Ric Flair back at the front. Here is Kangaskhan, into which I'm just going to use Payday a bunch. This Kangaskhan knows Conversion, which is strange. Done! Ric Flair has been poisoned, so I am now going to leave. I am now going to leave. I am now going to leave. Can't escape! Can't escape! We are switching to Tempest. And then using Air Slash. This Monferno is dead. Oh! Jakuta has started reading Worm, that story I recommended to people. I still hold that recommendation too, and hope that Jakuta and anyone else who reads it finds it to be a very enjoyable experience. So, thank you very much for sharing that with me. I am happy to hear it. I hope it's a positive thing for you. Alright, down we go. Rival battle. Not letting go of the fast forward button. Loud pipes. Everyone likes loud pipes. Alright, so that thing should have cute charm, so I'm just going to bone meringue it, and this will hit. Yep, that thing's dead. So you can't actually get the PDFs of Worm online. Wildbow has requested that they just be... He doesn't want... Like, it's fine to be up on the website the way it is, but the intent would be to eventually sell it and shop it out. And if there's, like, free PDFs where people can, like, slap it on an e-reader really easily, he would be... it would make it harder for him to sell it as a book to be published. So... He's okay with people making their own PDFs of it and like using it for personal use, but none of the people who do that distribute it. There are people who like use like, oh my god, how many times is this confusion and flinch gonna... Oh my god. Confusion and flinch for like a year, only to find out the damn thing's got motor drive. Okay. That was a horribly annoying Zubat. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so he requests that people who do turn it into PDFs don't share it online, which, you know, it's reasonable. People honor that request. It does make it a bit inconvenient for people who want to, like, find it and read it without having that, like, active online connection, though. But, oh well. Fair enough. I will ping you, Free Tempest, and speak to you, because I think I might have a way to help you with that issue specifically. Alright, bye Esween. Bye Burnt Tower. We're not going to go any further into this location for now. What is with all this can't escape nonsense? I don't approve of it. Mercury with Rock Slide. Okay, let's go back to Triclops. Because Triclops resist both of the moves we've seen. Okay, that was unkind, all told. I didn't like seeing a rock-type attack hit my... Okay, I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna check. Yep, it's got Run Away. We're putting Gengar at the front. Agatha's at the front because Agatha can guarantee it run away from all of this noise. Agatha fled using Run Away. Good. Okay, cool. Good. Look at that thing menacingly being behind me. Okay, healing up. And there we go. And... okay, I can go over here and catch another Pokemon, so we're gonna do that now, just so it's done. This is Route 38. Oh, Dodrio. Okay, cool. I don't mind Dodrio. It's a neat bird with 3 heads. There we go. Dodrio's caught. Alright, so Magnezone is Triclops. It's got 3 eyes. I need you guys to be... This is Sextclops, because it has 6 eyes. Oh, you could have given it... yeah, right, I had a Doduo that I named Ed and Ed, because... yeah, I could have gone with that, but now it's Sextclops. Oh, we've got some fun artifacting and visual issues. We know how to deal with that. We just go ahead and save. Game saved, and then we relaunch the ROM. There we go, problem solved. Right back into it. Alright, let's have a look at what this Dodrio brings to the table. Ha! Sexed. Yeah, alright. It has Magic Guard as well. Nice. Very nice. Aeroblast, Sludge Bomb, Refresh, and Bite. Refresh is kind of redundant on a Pokemon with Magic Guard. But hey, this thing's even jolly. This thing is good. This thing is really good. Not quite... I'm tempted. I am tempted to get this Skiploom out and replace it with Sextclops. That's a good question. When a Dodrio uses Bite, does it like do triple damage because there's 3 heads coming at you? Something for later. Look, I'm gonna leave Skiploom in for now. But you know what time it is? It is grinding time. We need to get some levels before I feel comfortable challenging Morty. Except for the part where I lied and I just realized there's like 2 more locations I can go to catch something. Out of my way, Hiker. Thank you for giving me a HM. Is that strength? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Strength. We are going to give that to a few of our Pokemon. At least one that I can think. Ric Flair's going to learn... Izzy has got Payday. It's just like a generic normal type attack. Nothing has bitten. Not even a nibble. Disappointment. Landed a Pokemon. Wartortle. Woohoo! I've suddenly got a heap of options for cool and interesting Pokemon to put in the party, huh? Alright, Wartortle's caught. Wartortle. This won't fit. I'm gonna try it while giving my Twitch viewers a chance to think of something. So, Wartortle is a battle tortoise. So, battle tort, but someone wants me to name it Franklin, and I don't see why, but I also don't see why I wouldn't honor that request. So, Franklin. Franklin D. Roosevelt, the War Tortoise. There was a kid's show called Franklin About a Turtle. Alright, that's good enough for me. What item is this? Discharge. Discharge? Alright, cool. I mean, I almost called it a tortoise, even though it's not a tortoise. So I could have called it Battletoad. Mount Mortar. Alright, and what do we have in here? Linoon. I actually really like Linoon. I'm not going to use it, because, you know, it's just a normal type that won't bring much to the table, but I'm happy to have it on the back line, just in case. Alright, so I'm going to get some more Pokeballs when we next go into the city. I forgot to give that a nickname, so it's just a Linoon. Just a Linoon. That's it. Alright. Welcome. What are you buying? We are buying a bunch of Pokeballs, good sir. I think this song was already in the playlist earlier, but everyone likes a bit of cream on chrome, so not going to do anything about that. Get some super potions as well. And I'll do without the repel. That's fine. Talk to this guy, get all the stuff that my mother has given me. Some berries. Some more berries. Did the raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy have a name? Rocket. His name was Rocket. Habana berries. Cool. And Koba berries. Does Mom give me anything other than berries in the remake? I don't know. If she only gives me berries, I'm going to feel like I should have just not made her hold my money. Because I'm going to be honest, don't give a fuck about berries. Alright, let's see. Our Wartortle Franklin has multi-type, which, I mean, doesn't really mesh, but it's kind of great. Has Bubble Beam, Octazooka, Hydro Cannon, and Super Fang. Super Fang is a niche move that totally has applicability, and our Linoon has Skill Link with Mega Kink, Pound, Swagger, and Astonish, so Linoon doesn't really have much going for it, I'm gonna be honest. But hey, that's cool. I've now got 8 Pokemon in the back, which is a darn sight better than last time. Linoon's also holding an Oran Berry. I know I just said I don't care about berries, but I am still going to steal that off the Linoon. No one else is holding anything, so we are done looking in the PC. Let's heal up again, even though I think I already just did that. Alright, now it's actually time for level grinding. So, I want Ric Flair... Oh, he's got pickup. I was wondering why the fuck he was holding an Ultra Ball. I want Ric Flair to be the one. He's like the linchpin for this gym plan because he's got insomnia. I'm holding my head in my hands because it was only when I said that out loud that I fucking realized, yeah, his ability changed when he evolved, dipshit. He doesn't have insomnia anymore. Okay. So, change of plans. What berries was I just given? We have Peacha for poison, paralysis, just healing, reducing super effective hits, reducing super effective hits. Okay. Fuck. Oh, I feel like such a dipshit. Do you guys have anything interesting in this house? No, you just talk about... Is that Ho-Oh you're talking about? The sky turned black, a giant flying type Pokemon was blocking out the sun. Yeah, it's probably Ho-Oh. It's like a bird and a dragon. I mean, Ho-Oh's not that much like a dragon, but it, like, in terms of, like, mythological presence, yeah, that's totally draconic. Drunk Team Rocket Grunt, let's kill him. Ric Flair has pickup instead of insomnia. I feel like such an idiot for forgetting that, yeah, when he evolved it would change. Alright, so new plan is we're just going to level everyone. So I've popped Agatha to the front of the party. We are going to beat this Drunk Team Rocket Grunt up. He's got a level 12 Coughing. But no need to risk it. We're going to switch to Triclops. Coughing dealt with. Grunt defeated. Oh no, you made me look like a villain. My mother is calling me. Let's answer, get the useful item. Thank you for talking to yourself, you weirdo. This guy gives me Surf. Alright, cool. So I've just gotten Strength and Surf in very quick succession. So let's go ahead and teach Surf to some things. Triclops and Agatha are both going to get Surf. Because they're like incontrovertibly special attackers. So Shadow Claw is out on Agatha. And Triclops is going to get rid of... Oh yeah, I was talking about this last time, wasn't I? That Triclops actually has a beautifully good moveset for, like, catching Pokemon and just, like, stalling out things that are threatening to the rest of the team. So we're not giving Surf to Triclops. But Strength, yeah, we're going to give Strength to something... to Epip. Epip is going to learn Strength instead of Cross Poison, so now if there's like a... Hang on. Poison is resisted by Rock and Steel and Ghost? But then those are all... What? What? Oh man, there's no, like, crossover there. Oh well. I need something to know Strength. Oh yeah, I've been asked to talk about Pokemon Tabletop, so I will start doing that as I do the level grinding. Steel is immune to poison. Yeah, every time the poison resists poison, like, why am I fucking giving Strength to my poison stat Pokemon? Oh well. Yeah, so Pokemon Tabletop is a tabletop game designed around Pokemon. It's pretty neat. I've run not a heap of stuff in it. The campaign I ran was relatively short. We did it within like 5 months. But it is a decent system. You need... I already caught the Dodrio here, which is a bit of a shame, but that's fine. I'll just switch to Tempest and get some experience. Yeah. I'm doing things while I'm trying to talk about something, which I'm not smart enough to do, so... Flaffy, so... Ric Flair's immune to what you bring to the table. Do you have... Yeah, you're dead. That's what you have. Agatha wants to learn Toxic Spikes. No! Give up on Toxic Spikes. Psyduck, we're switching back to Agatha. Yeah, so Pokemon Tabletop is a tabletop game in the vein of Dungeons and Dragons and such, where you have one person as a dungeon master or game master. They're more or less synonymous terms. Who is designing the game prior to you actually playing and setting things up, and then multiple players. I only had 2 with a sometimes third dropping in and out, but like any other tabletop game, you can run with multiple, with like a pretty wide suite of amount of players. I have, like, my D&D group at its biggest was 14 players, so what we'd done was we split the campaign and we had 2 groups of 7 meeting on alternate weeks. I know Discharge has a higher chance to cause paralysis, but we already know Thunder Wave anyway, so fuck it. And it hits both opponents in double battles, but again, fuck it. But I'm trying to talk about Pokemon Tabletop, if I could stop interrupting myself. The way it works is you have your trainer, which is what you make. And then your trainer can catch wild Pokemon as per normal. And they can decide to go out and hunt for specific kinds or more specific wild Pokemon. Ooh, that was a lot of damage. Gonna go here. And in battle, your trainer and your Pokemon would be active at the same time. One of your Pokemon would be active at the same time. And your trainer had several things they can do, and you have several trainer archetypes that are like classes. So you could be, say, a psychic, and your psychic trainer would be able to do things like cast mental effects onto the battlefield or onto the opposing Pokemon to make them less accurate or confuse them and things like that. You could have a trainer that's a cheerleader type or a lass type who can encourage their own Pokemon and make them do better. Your trainer could be a karate like one of the kung fu guys or karate guys, I don't remember what they're called, who can actively just like go up to other Pokemon and then just like kick them and stuff, which I found like a pretty interesting application of how trainers work. I've never actually used Roll20. All of my tabletop stuff has been in person. I've heard Roll20 and Discord are both perfectly acceptable for what they are. My current D&D group has been talking a lot about doing it online because, you know, quarantine. We're not meeting up and doing things like we normally would, but we've all got our own things going on as well, so we haven't had the time to organize and set that up. Nightshade. Tempting. Nightshade is a good move at higher levels and against like specific opponents, so we'll get rid of Poison Sting, staple that there. So, Pokemon Tabletop can work quite well. I found it as a DM a lot more labor intensive than running games of Dungeons and Dragons was for me. Part of that is always going to be the case when you're running a new system or a system you're less familiar with as a Dungeon Master, of course, and that's fine. You just roll with it and just like commit more time to your prep and setting things up. But it's also a bit harder to predict and prepare for what your players are going to do. You have to talk with them and like check like what is your goal in this game, like what do you want, because you can totally make it be a like relatively story mode railroady campaign. And railroading, people complain about railroading in tabletops. It can be a problem, but it's like a good tabletop game is set up like the Monty Hall problem. There's a lot of doors, and the players can open any door they want, and that can change things slightly, but there's the same thing behind a lot of the doors. You need to give them options, but if you need to design content and things for them to interact with, and people for them to talk to, and you can't design one for like every possible direction they go in. So you design 2 or 3, and then that was Sky Attack. I don't want Sky Attack. Whichever direction they go in, you put that thing in front of them, and it's different slightly based on the direction they came from. In terms of like if they're doing things nicely, if they're aiming for a certain goal, you've changed that character or setting slightly to facilitate or hinder them in their acquisition of that goal, just to keep things interesting. Yeah, being a DM does take either a lot of planning or a lot of improvisation. I do a good job at responding to what my player wants and changing stuff on the side. But even though I enjoy world building and canonizing, I've never been one of the DMs who's really good at like designing how each interaction is going to go beforehand, which is a hard skill, making your world that vivid and mapped out before people come into it. It's a great way to spend time though, it's a fun game. As for Pokemon Tabletop, works very well if everyone at the table is particularly interested in Pokemon beforehand. Obviously, you know, like, it's made by a bunch of Pokemon weirdos for a bunch of Pokemon weirdos. I'm not saying anything surprising there. But it does have a relatively high, like, barrier to entry for the DM, so consider that if you plan on running it or try to convince someone to run it. As a player, it doesn't require nearly as much because the DM's the one who's taking care of a lot of that behind the screen stuff. Some games, like, the players still have to do quite a lot of work to be ready and able to interface with it properly, but thankfully this isn't one of those. Hey Heath. Someone is asking me things. Mundane conversation is very difficult to manipulate. Run it for the chat. Not a fucking chance. Sorry. There is no way I'm running a tabletop game through this sort of situation. I haven't DM'd in a fair while, and to be honest, I've enjoyed not DMing. It's very nice of you to say you love me, but that's not going to make me DM anything. Oh, for fuck's sake. Critical hit, water spout from a Kyogre. Okay, I know what I need to do about this. I'm not super confident in any of my Pokemon's abilities to deal with that Kyogre. That Kyogre, critical hit on a water spout at full health against my Triclops. So I no longer have a Magneton. I am unhappy with that. That is a big, fat rip. Goodbye, Triclops. You were really good and taken via bullshit. And then, you know what? That one wasn't even like me making a mistake. That was just like a crit from a legendary with a 150 base power move. Like, not getting around that. Okay, so my options are Wartortle, Dodrio, or Armaldo. And I'm going to be honest, I'm leaning more towards Wartortle than the rest. Even though... I'm sorry to hear your first attempt at this at a randomizer was just Kyogre shitting on your starter early on. It happens. Alright. I do already have the type redundancy in Ric Flair, so maybe... But if he evolves and gets something cool, that's interesting too. Okay, I know... Here's what's going to cinch it. Franklin has multi-type. If I have an interesting plate... Iron plate, so he would be a steel type. Okay. Let's see, do I have any like cool steel type moves to teach him? No. So like it'd have a steel type's resistances, but it'd lose out on stab. And steel does resist ghost in this generation, so yeah, I think that's the go. I think the go is get Franklin and make him a steel type for now. Even though he doesn't have, like, a stab move for it. Alright, Franklin is now steel type. We're not gonna grind to level 26, so it's not likely that we'll accidentally evolve him before the gym. That was reckless of me. I didn't like that either. It can be a bit rough finding the right place to grind where there's not something like super dangerous in the backline here. But like I'm grinding a Pokemon. Ah, Steelix is cool. It's not good, but it's cool. Alright, so I don't know what level I'm aiming for with these right now. Just gonna keep leveling them. I'm not going to switch them into the opponents until they're pretty high level. Rather, I'm not going to leave them in against their... Actually, no, Shadow Ball. Just boop, done. Yeah, okay. I don't like the Mamoswines. I don't think I'm going to... I know that'd be a decent hunk of XP off of them, but the flip side is I don't have anyone who's super reliable, like, I can look at and be like, yeah, you definitely, like, switch in, tank a hit, and tank, like, 2 more before you KO'd it. Agatha wants to learn Heat Wave. Heat Wave is decent. Acid Armor, I mean, Agatha's already, like, so crap defensively that taking the time to use Acid Armor is just no good. More Rat-a-tat music. This is Drugs by Rat-a-tat. There we go. So, I have a lot of level grinding ahead of me, so we're probably not going to... We're definitely not going to do it all in this part, because I think this part's already crept up on an hour. So we might do another round. Next time I go to the Pokemon Center, I'll end the part. And then next part, we'll just start with more of this. I'm not expecting to use Agatha in this gym. Ghost type has, like, you know, super effective hits against Ghost. So if I got outsped even once, I'd die. And I don't want to lose this Gengar with Runaway. Oh, Togetic. Sure would be nice to have you around now, God baby. Alas, not to be. Yeah, I'm just not risking it with the Mamoswines. Every time I see it, I'm like, I could, but I don't want this part to end in tears. Alright, and it's time to heal. Yeah, Gengar will be very useful later on against the fighting type gym that effectively ended the last run, so we want to hang on to that. Ooh, alarm noise. Okay. Save, please. And with that, we're going to stop listening to drugs. And we're going to end the part. So, that was relatively successful for part 13. I bet all of you were expecting that to fall apart. Haha! Sucks for you. Wrong again. Anyway, we'll see you again next time, where we will probably take on Morty. And until then, thanks for watching. See you later.